Hello, this is Judy Bartkowiak from NLP and EFT Kids. Talking to you today about anger. I've written a number of blog posts about anger recently, and I run workshops for children and for parents and teachers to help them understand how children experience anger, what are the triggers, how to talk to them about the beliefs that underpin that anger, the limiting beliefs that they might have, like, I'm not important, or no one likes me, or I can't do it. And I thought I would read from one of my Queens of Africa books. I wrote a series to support a program of raising self-esteem in girls in Africa, many of whom don't get the opportunities that we have in the UK to go to school and to be educated right up to the age of 18. And the Queens of Africa series, the first series, is all about the different queens of Africa and how they inspire girls of today. And the second series, only two books have been written. One's called Queens of Africa Learn Confidence, and the other one is Queens of Africa Learn to Control Anger. So I'm going to read from that. There are three main characters in the stories. There's Wuraola, Azeezah, and Nneka. And the Queens of Africa program actually make dolls as well, which sort of a bit like the sort of Barbie dolls, I guess. But they reflect the characters in these stories. So let me start. Okay, so the girls attend a school, by the way, called Dreamland International. So, good morning, children. This morning I'd like you to welcome Leo to Dreamland International. His family have just moved here, so he doesn't know anyone. I'd like you to look after him during his first week, Zafar, as you're in the same class. Zafar's friends looked at him with new respect. What an honour to be asked to look after a new pupil at school. Zafar himself was a bit shy and wondered what he would be expected to do with Leo, who looked quite a bit bigger than him. Leo's eyes were darting about everywhere. He was overwhelmed by all the boys and girls. This school was much bigger than the one he'd come from. As the children walked out of assembly, Zafar waited for Leo and went to shake his hand, as he'd seen his father do at the hospital where he worked as a doctor. Leo ignored it and pushed past Zafar, knocking him against the wall. He didn't want to be looked after by anyone. He wanted to be back at his old school with his friends. He hadn't wanted to move. It was his parents' idea to move closer to his auntie, who was ill. In the classroom, Leo sat next to Zafar and took out his pens ready for the lesson. It was Mr. Ajea's science lesson, and there was a poster on the wall showing a tree with its branches, trunk, and roots. I want you all to copy this drawing into your book, please, instructed Mr. Ajea. He noticed that Leo didn't have a science book, so he took one from his drawer and put it on his desk. Leo muttered something. Zafar was shocked. They were all taught to be respectful of teachers at school. He should have thanked him, he thought. Zafar wondered whether he should say anything. After all, he was supposed to be helping him. Suddenly there was a crash. Zafar looked round to find that Leo had thrown his book and school bag on the floor. Mr. Ajea quietly picked them up and put them back on his desk and carried on with the lesson. At break time, Leo continued to be naughty, and every time someone tried to be friendly, he pushed them away or threw something at them. In the end, they just left him alone. Zafar was in despair. What could he do? He went to find his sister Azeezah. She would know. She was with her friends Nneka and Wuraola. What do I do, Azeezah? Leo just seems so angry all the time. He's just sad and lonely, I expect, said Azeezah. He probably misses his friends. Well, he's going the wrong way about making new ones, said Zafar. No one wants to go anywhere near him, let alone make friends. Why don't you ask him about his old school, suggested Nneka. Where was it? Nneka loves travelling, and one day she wants to be a pilot and fly all over the world. I could ask him what computer games he likes, suggested Wuraola. Wuraola is very clever. In fact, she won a scholarship to Dreamland International, but her favourite pastime is playing computer games. Well, if we want him to be friendlier, we need to show him how by being friendly to him rather than leaving him alone, said Azeezah. Azeezah is a peacemaker and wants everyone to be friends. They walked over to Leo. At first he turned his back on them and continued to kick the wall. They started to talk to him, and he turned round and glared at them. He didn't answer their questions but kept kicking the wall with his foot. Their plan didn't seem to be working at all, but they carried on talking and smiling and showed they wanted to be friends. Nneka shared her crisps with him. They asked him about his family. He told them that his older brother and sister had not moved with the rest of the family because they had jobs in the town where they had lived. He looked sad and lonely. Azeezah had been right. Then they asked him what he liked to do in his spare time. Did he have any hobbies? Did he like sport? They found out that he liked basketball, so Zafar went to fetch one to play with. Leo bounced the ball up and down the playground, in and out of the children playing, and scored goal after goal. Then he started to pass the ball to Zafar and the girls, and soon there was a great game happening as other children joined in. Even Mr. Azeezah came to watch them. Leo started to smile and laugh as the other children played with him. You're really good, they said. You should be in the school team. I was in the team at my last school, said Leo. Suddenly he looked sad again. But they told me I got too angry if we lost, so I was dropped. Why do you get so angry? Asked Wuraola kindly. I don't know, I just suddenly feel angry. What happens first? Asked Wuraola. She remembered reading about anger in a book that Judy Bartkowiak had left them when she came to the school to show them how to be confident. She read that it's important to find out what happens first before someone gets angry. Well, I sort of see red. Colours seem stronger and then I get excited and nervous. My hands feel all hot and then I sort of lose control. It's almost as if everything's spinning around me. Then afterwards I feel really bad because I get into trouble and people don't like me. They don't want to be friends. And then that makes me angry all over again because I feel sad and alone and I get cross and upset all at the same time. I just don't seem to be able to stop myself. We learnt something that might help you with that. It's called anchoring. Do you want to give it a go? It will help you to stay calm. Yes, please. Will you teach it to me? Asked Leo. So at lunchtime the girls showed Leo how to anchor a calm state so he didn't get angry. First you close your eyes. Leo closed them. Then you think about when you feel really calm and in control of your feelings. Leo thought about when he was with his auntie because he had to be quiet and talk slowly when he was with her. Do you have a picture in your head or is it a sound or an action? Asked Wuraola. It's a picture of my auntie, said Leo. As I picture her, I feel relaxed and calm and we're having a nice chat. Then we'll call that picture your anchor, explained Wuraola. Now close your eyes again and picture your auntie. Imagine you're with her and you feel completely relaxed and calm. Nothing is going to make you angry when you think of that picture of her. Leo did the exercise again. Now, whenever you want to feel calm, say when you start to feel your hands getting hot or when things start to spin around you, imagine that picture of your auntie and you will be calm again, explained Wuraola. That's really helpful. Leo gave her a thumbs up sign. He really did look a lot more relaxed now. Friends, said Nneka, help each other. So please could you help us with our basketball as we helped you with your anger? We can practice after school at my house. Of course, said Leo. Perhaps if I use this anchoring, I'll be able to join your basketball team. Our basketball team, corrected Zafar. Perhaps with your help we'll all be in the team, laughed Wuraola. Zafar took Leo's hand and together they ran off to their next class. Leo was happy that he'd made new friends and learnt how to control his anger. So in the back of the book there are instructions on the anchoring exercise, which I'll give to you now. Firstly, decide what anchor will work for you. It could be a picture in your head like Leo's, or a physical sign such as a thumbs up sign, or you could just squeeze your earlobe, or you could do an OK sign or any sign that you like that reminds you of it. Number 2, close your eyes and think about a time when you feel calm and relaxed. 3, associate into that experience by making the memory very clear and strong. When it's at its strongest, use your anchor. As the memory fades, remove the anchor and break state. That means walk around a bit and give yourself a little shake. 6, now do it again. Think of other times when you feel calm and relaxed and picture yourself in that state. 7, when the feeling of calmness is strong, use your anchor again. 8, as the feeling fades, break state again. 9, now think some more about feeling calm and repeat the exercise until every time you use your anchor, you immediately feel in control and relaxed. Use it whenever you want to be calm and not angry. Start to recognize the times when you are about to feel angry and use your anchor to feel differently. It's NLP in action. So that book was called Queens of Africa, Learn to Control Anger. I do have some copies here if you'd like to buy one. They are £6.99 sort of retail price, but if you contact me via the website, which is www.judybartkowiak.com, that's JUDYBARTKOWIAK.com, I can sell them to you from my place at £5 a copy. If you are in a school, if you're a teacher in a school and would like a copy for your library, or if you'd like the PDF to work with children, then just get in touch because I'm happy to share that with you. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. Bye.